Hi guys, welcome back. Ignore the mess behind me. I need to do some crafting. I've got loads of stock for my sister channel, Maria Crafts For You. So it's a bit of a mess in here at the moment. Anyway, I'm not talking about crafting today. We're talking about Slim World and your weight loss journey. Now, I'm going to ask you one question and I want you to be really honest about the answer. How many times have you said, oh, you can't go out tonight because you're on a diet? Or, there's no point going on a diet this week because it's my birthday. Or it's my hubby's birthday, it's my anniversary. I've done it in the past. So I'm going to put my hands up and say, yep, done both of those. And, you won't be alone in saying it. I'll be completely honest. Okay, I hear it all the time. And in fact, I watched an advert when I was at the gym today which talked about being on a diet. And I thought, do you know what? I've been with Slim World now for 3 years and I'm not on a diet. And I think that is the difference between Slim World and other weight loss programs, is that the one thing that Slim World can't say enough to you, you are not on a diet while you're on this plan, okay? You're on a healthy eating plan, which means you can start Slim World the week of your birthday, or the week going on holiday, or the week of your anniversary, or any celebration. You can start Slim World because you're going out tonight with your friends, okay? You can do all of that because Slim World is not about stopping you having fun. And the example is tonight, I'm going out with a friend I haven't seen for years. I'm so excited. She lives in France, that's why I haven't seen her. And if she has been over, she only comes for a week to see her family. And so it's very, very sort of fleeting. She's busy. And if I can't match the same time as she's got free, then we just miss each other. So tonight I'm excited because she goes back tomorrow and I'm going to get to see her and 2 other friends. And I'm on a mission, as you know. My first month of my 2020 Slim World journey, I want to maximise my weight loss. So I'm doing dry January and I'm eating really healthily. I've done SP all week and I just want to maximise my weight loss. So why would I want to go out tonight and ruin it? Well, I'm not. No. Because you can go out and enjoy yourself and still stay on plan, okay? Now, there's 2 things you can do. One is you can make good choices while you're out. And 2, you can make good choices but using sins. Now, either your 15 sins a day or whatever sins you've got, because it will vary depending on your weight loss that you've got to lose. Or you could say, I've had no sins all week or been really, really good with sins this week and I'm going to give myself 20 sins tonight. And go out and have your 20 sins and not feel guilty about it because you've actually planned to go over. But if you're going to do that, plan how many sins you're going to go over by and stick to it. So don't just think, do you know what, I'm going off plan tonight and just don't care. I mean, you can do that, of course you can, and then pull it back for the rest of the week. You just won't get the good loss that you want on the scales. And for me, I want that loss on the scales, okay? I'm trying to beat the £9 that I lost last January. I'm on 4.5 at the moment. I'd like 2.5, 3, maybe 4 this week. I don't know. So I'm not going to go mad. So how am I going to get through tonight? Well, first of all, I'm doing dry January. So it's Diet Coke. And then secondly, well, actually, no, do you know what? It is Diet Coke, but today I've had 5 sins on that Quark vanilla, because as you know, I made a mistake. And I've had a packet of Skips, which is 3.5, so I've had 8.5 sins. Now, if I have Beck's Blue, which is the alcohol-free lager, which I do really like, it's only 2 sins a bottle. So, in theory, actually, I could have a couple of bottles of that. And I might do, actually. If my friends are all drinking alcohol and the only one who's not, which might be what will happen tonight, they'll be on wine, and I love my wine. I might go on Beck's Blue and count my 2 sins. My evening meal, what I've done is I've gone into the menu at the restaurant and had a look at all their options. And I'm going to be honest, right, I'm disappointed because there is not a lot on the menu that I can have to make sin-free. The salad, right, I thought, right, I'm going to salad. I always go to salad first. I do love a salad, right? I need to put my glass on this to tell you this because I can't read otherwise, okay? So the salad for this menu, okay, is either an aromatic duck salad, so it's crispy duck tossed with spicy plum and chili sauce with ribbons of carrot, mouli and cucumber. I don't think that's going to be sin-free. And even if I took the fat off the duck, I I don't think that's going to be sin free. I just have this vision. The next salad which is available is a wheatberry, apple and cranberry salad. So it's going to be roasted butternut squash. They've probably put oil on the butternut to roast it, and beetroot. Spinach. Again, how are they going to do that? And then if it's just the spinach leaves, brilliant. Avocado, you've got to sin it. I'm not sure I want to use my sins on avocado. And roasted omega seeds. So again, would have to sin those with a soy, lime and chili dip. And you can add a chicken breast to that. So I'm not sure that's going to work for me either. Now what I am going to do is ask them, is there any chance, because they've got here options of chicken breast, salmon, lamb costa and charcoal halloumi. I'm going to ask them if they'll do me a salmon salad. If you don't ask, you don't get. If that fails, what I am going to have is steak with salad, because that way I know that they'll cook it right for me. So the menu is a bit limited, but there are options, and I'm going to ask, you know, if they can do a salad as a side salad to go with my chips, sorry, my steak as a chips, they can do me a salad with one of the other options on here. So like I said, the salmon or the chicken breast and things like that. So don't be afraid to ask in the restaurant or the pub. Most places these days are used to it because people have allergies. So, you know, having your meal cooked slightly different is not a problem. So don't be afraid of that, guys. Now, if you're going to go and you're not on dry January like me, okay, you can have a drink, you can have alcohol, but you need to remember the sin value. And people don't realise how many sins are in alcohol. Okay, so I should leave my glass on because I made a little note for myself here and it's easy for me to remember. Now the one thing I don't need you to remind me or to look up is my slimline wine. So you can't buy it in restaurants unfortunately at the moment, although they are trying to get it out there. But if you're having a takeaway at home or whatever and you want a glass of wine, slimline wine you can buy online or you can buy the fizz in Tesco's. It's only 3.5 sins per 125 millilitres, okay? If you have a normal wine, it's 5 sins, okay? So over a course of an evening, I can easily have 3 sins and still have, 3 glasses of slimline wine and still have sins left for a treat. If I had normal wine, it would be 3 glasses, that's it. And also the danger is weighing the glass, okay? Or I weigh the glass because I haven't got a measure. But if you've got a measure, you can put that in. Now, when you're in a pub, they do have to measure your alcohol out. So it's easier to keep on track with your sins if you're drinking alcohol in a pub. So if you're ordering your small wine, it's 5 sins. If you go for a medium, 7, 9, yeah, do the maths, guys. It gets quite, if you go for 250, you're talking 10 sins for your glass of wine, all right? Just be careful when you're ordering. If you want a gin and tonic, go for a slimline tonic, and that's about 3 sins. And again, they're going to measure the portion for you, so it's perfect. If you're a cider drinker, guys, which my hubby does enjoy, they can range from 12 to 16 sins a pint. Yeah, or just a bottle, you know, the Bulmers bottles, or the I'm going to say Clonmel, where it comes from, Bulmers or Magners. Yeah, they can range depending. The more fruity ones are about 16. The pear is probably the lowest. I think the pear's about 12. The apple is about 14, and then I say the fruity ones are more around 16 sins. So you're going to exceed your sins straight away on a cider. If you want lager, 11.5 sins a pint. So you're going to have 1 pint for your sins. Okay, guys, so just be very careful. As I said, Simwood is not a diet. It doesn't mean you can't go out and enjoy yourself, because you can. You just need to think about what you want to do. And do you know what? If you're going to say to me, right, okay, I'm going out with my friends tonight and I want 2 pints of beer, and I'm going to say I'm going to have 23 sins tonight on my 2 pints of beer, that's absolutely fine. It's just make sure you stop at your 2 sins, so your 2 beers, okay? Don't go for your 3rd or your 4th, because you're going to literally increase your sins, okay? So, don't know what that was downstairs. It's obviously to do with one of my dogs. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go out now for my meal with my friends, and I will come back to you and tell you what I ate and how many sins I actually consumed tonight. And fingers crossed, I've actually done exactly what I've just told you to do, okay? And I'm not coming back going, oh my God, I overdid my sins and everything else. I'm not drinking wine, so that's a good reason for not exceeding my sins. But let's see. All right, I'll catch you later, guys. Bye. Hi, guys. Well, I had an amazing evening last night. I said I hadn't seen my friends for absolutely ages. I thought 2 years, but they think it was longer, so that's awful. But what was lovely is the second we all met, it was like we'd not been apart at all, and I think that's a true sign of good friendship. So we had a great time catching up. From the point of food and drink, I was very proud of myself actually. As the manager walked me to my table, because my friends were running late due to an accident en route, I just asked him, I just said, look, I was honest with him, I just said, look, I'm trying to lose some weight and I'm on dry January, so I'm going to be very good drink wise, but I said I've looked at the menu and I can't really see anything on the menu that's going to be really healthy for me tonight. I said, is there any chance you could do me a salmon salad? And he was honest, he said, look, I don't know. He said, we've got salmon on the menu, but we think it will probably be already coated with pesto, because one of the dishes was a pesto topped encrusted salmon. So he said, I don't think the chef has left any plain, but I can find out. And I said, well, if he hasn't, then what about just doing me a plain grilled chicken breast with a nice salad? No dressing, nothing. And he said, yeah, absolutely, no problem. He said, would you like a drink while your friend's waiting? And I said, yeah, I'll have a Beck's Blue. And it was lovely. I haven't had one for ages actually, and I know I like it, but it was absolutely lovely. And in fact, during the evening I had 2 Beck's Blues because my friends were drinking wine. But one other friend actually was quite interesting. She's trying to lose weight as well, but not on Slimming, a different plan. And she's doing Joe Wick's plan, and because I didn't have alcohol, she also didn't have alcohol, which made it easy because she's trying to lose weight. And then because I ordered something completely that wasn't on the menu to try and help lose weight, she asked the questions as well. So it just goes to show that actually don't be afraid to ask a question, and there might be other people around you who feel the same but don't feel that they can ask either. So they were brilliant. So here's my main. And obviously here's my Beck's Blue as well. So, you know, I was able to have the whole evening on 4 sins. So I was well within the whole evening. And then at the end, one of my friends had a coffee with Tia Maria, another one had dessert. In fact, the one with Tia Maria also had a dessert. My friend and I, obviously both trying to lose weight, didn't. I said, oh, I think I'll have peppermint tea. She said, oh, okay, I'll have one too. So again, she probably would have had that had I not said. She wasn't going to have a dessert because we both agreed that we weren't going to have a dessert. And, you know, sometimes when you do it in pairs, it's not so intimidating. If one person has already said, I'm not drinking alcohol, I'm not having a sweet, I'm not having a starter, I want my main to be really healthy, it's so much easier for then everybody else to follow suit. And she did have the wild berry salad, but you know, he asked to tweak it. He couldn't do the salmon that she wanted without the pesto on top, so she had the chicken breasts like I did as well. So yes, it was a really good evening. So I just want to say, don't be afraid. Now, if you're not sure about eating out, your book, do you remember this one from my last video? It's brilliant. If you go back to page 88, it lists quite a few different places that you can eat, and including takeaways and things like that. And like I said, just because something's on the menu in a certain way, don't be afraid to ask to change it. If I go to an Indian restaurant, I will probably have a dansak, but I'll ask for it to be with no ghee, and I'll tend to ask for a half portion if possible. That way you literally reduce the amount of sins in that meal straight away. And most Indian restaurants will do it with no ghee. I was dairy intolerant for 10 years, so I couldn't have dairy, so it was normal for me. And if you're worried that people think, oh, why does she want to have no ghee in her curry, just say I'm dairy intolerant, and they'll make it without cream, without ghee. So it just literally reduces all of your sins. It will take the yogurt out of some of the products that they cook, because again, it won't be fat-free yogurt, it'll be full fat yogurt and things like that. So there are things that you can do and you can say which will help you get away with having high sin foods in restaurants. The other place I go to is my Slimming World app. So if you're a Slimming World member, get your app. It is brilliant. You'll see me wandering around supermarkets with my app, just checking items, because you know, you just never know. And restaurants as well. You know, I went to Nando's for lunch with some work colleagues the other day. I went onto my app to see what I could have to reduce the sins as much as possible. So there are things you can do, guys. So what I want to say then is, you know what, it's the weekend now. It's going to be 50 odd other weekends this year. You can go out, you can party, you can go out with your friends, you can have alcohol free versions of your drinks and no one's going to know you're not drinking, because once you've poured it into your glass it looks like a lager. No one knows that's Beck's Light or Beck's Blue in this case, okay? No one knows that, but the sins reduce dramatically. If you're normally having gin and tonic, you don't want the 3 sins for your gin, just have the tonic. Who knows, it's not got gin in it. Okay, so there are things you can do. All right, guys. So that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you can go out now and have fun without feeling guilty. As I said, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle choice. Okay, so if you want to exceed your sins for this night, this special occasion, just set yourself a target of what those sins are going to be. Okay, and so I'm not going to exceed that target. Okay, and the next day, back to your normal. Okay, all right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget, click subscribe, notifications, and give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Next video I'm looking to make a Indian side dish, so you don't miss that. Okay guys, see you later, bye.